Dr. Jessie Duckler here for Chain Reaction Physical Therapy, and today we are going to talk about one of my favorite muscles, the diaphragm. The diaphragm is an integral muscle in breathing, helping us inhale and exhale and expand and contract our ribs. However, just like there's a lot of different ways to do a squat, there's a lot of different ways to control our rib cage as well too. A lot of us tend to just breathe right through the very top of our ribs here. We tend to do a lot of elevation and then depression down here. However, our ribs connect from our front all the way back to our spine, just like our diaphragm. Our diaphragm connects up to our ribs and it connects to our spine as well too. So in order to use that properly, we need to teach our ribs how to expand out on the sides and down in the back as well too. Oftentimes that's what we miss. We miss actually breathing into the back as well. Everything about our body is circumferential. We have a front, sides, and back, and we need to learn how to use all of them. So today's exercise is designed to help us figure out how to use that diaphragm to better expand our ribs and to better breathe, as well as to better control where our rib cage sits on top of our pelvis as well too. So this is a really helpful exercise for people with back pain, low back pain, mid back pain, hip pain, neck pain. Because the diaphragm is so important right in the middle of our body and connects to that spine and that rib cage, it tends to affect a lot of things all the way up and down the chain. And that's why this exercise I'm going to show you is also going to involve using muscles like your hamstring and your adductors as well too. So, we're going to start with feet against the wall. My knees are about a 90-degree angle here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to press those heels down into the wall and almost try and think as if we were drawing our heels down as well too. You want to get these hamstrings down here starting to work by pushing down and into that wall. From here, foam roller, ball, pillow, whatever you got, goes between knees to squeeze. That starts to activate the muscles inside our thighs. From there, pushing down into our heels, squeezing, hips going to come about an inch off the ground, not very much at all. Now, left hand is going right underneath those ribs. This is our cue and our home base the entire time. Ribs have to stay pressed down into that hand the entire time as we both breathe in and out. Now, I'm going to show you one without my balloon, and then we're going to use the balloon as well too. So the idea here is we're going to breathe in through nose as we push down into ribs, or down into hands, excuse me. So breathe in. You'll notice I'm pushing down here. As I breathe out, I continue to push down. And I start to think about using my abdominal muscles here to pull my rib cage down even further. Maintaining this position, I do the same thing again. I breathe in, and then breathe out. The idea is to breathe out calmly, slowly, and completely. We want to empty all the air out of our lungs. So with the balloon, this is our resistance. Just like we can do a million bicep curls with no air, or we can add a weight and actually start to give us some more resistance and some more hypertrophy. Same idea with this balloon. So balloon's going here. Breathe in. You'll notice as I do this, you'll start to see shaking all through here. I'm making a lot of muscles activate to do the thing that we do a million times a day, which is breathe. But I'm using my abdominals and the back of my rib cage, my posterior rib cage, to do that motion and to drive that motion. So you'll notice you're not seeing a lot of the rib flare up. I'm trying to decrease the amount of this movement and increasing the amount of this movement down and out. So give that a try. The diaphragm and all the things connected to it are surprisingly complicated. So in follow-up videos, we're going to explain a little bit more about the thinking behind this. But right now, try a couple of exercises here, try a couple of deep breaths in and out, and see how it goes. As always, if you have more questions, you can always visit us also at chainreactionpt.com. Thanks.